Dear Poesis of Glitch Wicked Abby Adventures. Today we're going to play Trick and Treat the visual novel. And we just finished one ending version called Forgotten Journey. I'm going to try to get some of the other endings now. Okay, we want it in English. And let's start! The sound of our steps, combined with only that of the occasional nocturnal animal, is the only thing we can hear. It's terribly dark in this place. The dense vegetation makes it impossible to see the skylight or light from the moon. Our flashlights are the only thing that light up our way. Times like this, one begs not to run out of battery. We walk without knowing what we are really looking for. Better said, for no reason. We are just a group of boys bored with our lives, trying to create a lasting memory on this night, instead of just staying home doing nothing. Today is October 31st, All Hallows Eve, better known as Halloween. 3 young men walk through a dark, but up to now nothing special forest, me being one of them. We are doing it to prove our courage. It's too bad there isn't a girl here to see how brave we are. Seeing it like that, one could say this is a meaningless effort. For a moment, I stopped to look at my watch. It's 1:49 a.m. That means we've been walking aimlessly for more than 2 hours now. I'm sure that many people would find a place like this terrifying. But once you get used to it, the fear disappears, making it feel like normal. What makes us afraid of the dark is that we cannot know what hides in it, what lurks in the shadows. But this is clearly an empty darkness. At that moment I sigh, feeling how tired my legs are. What is the point in being here? Clearly we had already demonstrated what we wanted. It would be best to return, I should tell them. I was about to speak when suddenly the atmosphere in the forest becomes strange. Suddenly a cold chill runs through my body. It was like any other chill, except it was not going away. For no reason, the air's temperature dropped from one second to the other. So much so, my breath becomes visible, turning into mist. It doesn't end there. The air is now filled with a rotten smell, just a little short from being unbearable. Images of worms and flies soon appear in my mind, giving me a really unpleasant feeling. We all stop at that moment. What's happening? I ask, confused, while trying to look at my friends. By the expression on their faces, it was easy to know that they were just as lost as I was. It was then that we heard footsteps nearby. It did not come from any of us. We all got dead quiet after that. I don't know if it was out of fear or to check if it was a mistake, but we stayed motionless, like statues, without making a noise. Just looking at each other's faces, wondering the same thing. What's happening? As if I could know. We heard the steps again. They clearly belong to a human, or at least to a large animal. There's something strange about them. It sounds as if the person would walk, dragging one foot. Just thinking about it made me shiver. Damn! Why is this happening? It makes no sense. We should have returned home before. Now it's too late to regret it. I have the feeling we're being stalked by someone. The strange footsteps stop, but I'm feeling a presence nearby. I don't know where it is, but I know that it's looking at me. The cursed thing is looking at me. My heart's beating anxiously. It's almost as if my body was telling me to get out of there. Strangely, my friends seem unable to perceive it. It seems that it's gone. It must have just been an animal, said one of them, convinced that we were safe. I would like to believe that too. We had a sigh of relief. However, bad luck would soon strike us again. Unexpectedly, the forest becomes darker than before, in just a blink of the eye. But that wasn't the fault of the forest, but our flashlights which went out. Of the three, only one, mine, was still working. What's going on? Did the batteries die? Clearly. Asked one of them, scared, but they both beat them desperately as if that was going to revive them. I can't blame them. The idea of walking in the darkness was not pleasant for anyone. But after a few moments, we had no choice but to resign ourselves to that. Once more the sound of the footsteps was heard. The silence is different now. We're not quiet because we have nothing to say, but because we are afraid. We continue walking despite the fear that invades us. Visibility is almost zero, but we have no choice. In theory, we were walking back, looking for the exit, but I cannot remember anything of this forest. We could be walking in circles and I would never notice it, until it's too late. I hate the thought of it. I just want to get out of the thoughts of silence. We hear the footsteps of someone or something. Once more, the three of us become statues awaiting the presence to go. I hold my breath while feeling my heart beating anxiously. Damn! Get away from here! Leave us alone! Unexpectedly, the steps are heard closer. This time they do not disappear, but rather come at us. I can't stand it. Desperately, I move my flashlight everywhere, looking for the author of those footsteps. Hoping for the light to reveal their identity and erase our fears. Nothing, nothing, nothing. Is all that around here just empty air? My anxiety grows with each failed attempt. I refuse to believe that it was a ghost. Suddenly, when I move the flashlight again, I see a silhouette. I could not distinguish what it was, but for a moment the light revealed something. Quickly, I pointed to the same place, only to discover it was gone. I held my breath anxiously. It was not an illusion. I'm sure I saw something. It was then that I hear something nearby. Without even thinking, I aimed the light towards that place. What I found on the leaves paralyzed with an expression of disbelief. What I found leaves us paralyzed with an expression of disbelief on our faces. It's a white cat, with eyes of intense red, which stands before us. Her look is not the friendliest to say something. Somehow I get the feeling it's a female cat. It's a non-binary cat. Suddenly she lets out a thunderous meow that leaves us terrified. It sounds more like a lion roaring than a simple cat. The echo of her meow is heard throughout the forest, making it sound more sinister than it should be. It was then that suddenly I felt an inexplicable force hit us three. I fall to the ground. Little by little my eyelids close. Fatigue becomes unbearable. Blinded by the light, I lose consciousness on the ground. The forest without knowing what was going to happen to me. Interlude. Before night falls. I'm not sure what I need to do to change the story. I think I just go through it like normal. The only thing special that can be said about it is that it's October 31st. Also, my throat hurts really bad and I wish I would stop trying to do an American accent, because it really hurts. Far were the memories of when I was a kid and went with my friends to ask for sweets from house to house. Just remembering it made me sigh. I feel nostalgic. Things were better when I was a child. At least it seems like that. There were some who had good costumes, whether superheroes or monsters. My friends and I, on the other hand, had to use our imagination. Creativity was our costume, you could say, no matter how funny it could sound. I remember that my mother painted red my face and told me, "You'll be the devil." Nice, Mom. I will be right back.